Yeah. Till it means yesterday we are done. We came to know how the arrangement is there for the Curtis turbine, and then we also understood, or we also gone through the velocity triangles for the first stage and velocity triangle for the second stage, along with along with the combined velocity triangle for first stage as well as the second stage, that is inlet and outlet combined, that you came to know for the Curtis turbine. The other name for the Curtis turbine is multi-stage turbine. Okay, so today what we will do is, what is the thing, do you remember what is the derivation we did for a single stage or a D-level turbine? After drawing a separate velocity triangle, inlet and outlet, and combining that, we got one velocity triangle. So with that velocity triangle, what we did, do you remember what is the derivation we did?
We found out work done, blade efficiency,
Very good. Work done we did, blade efficiency we did, then
condition
condition for the
for
maximum blade efficiency, then
maximum blade
maximum blade
efficiency.
efficiency. These four headings we did under the derivation of single stage. Similarly here, what we will do, we are going to derive same headings. We are going to derive the work done, blade efficiency, condition for maximum blade efficiency, as well as the maximum blade efficiency. These four headings for Curtis turbine. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
First, you should understand what is the purpose we are deriving and what we want to derive in this derivation. So the purpose of the derivation, what we want to derive is just, if I eject the steam, if I allow the steam, others please mute. Okay. If I allow the steam to pass through the turbine, I can calculate manually only the velocity of the steam which is getting inside, that is V1, and also I can calculate manually only the angle at which the nozzle kept, that is called alpha 1. So that V1 and alpha 1 is only the thing I can see from the without calculating anything, just by using an instrument I can calculate only V1 and alpha 1. But if you see the velocity triangle, how many terms are there? There is V1, VA1, VR1, beta1, U, VU1, VR2. So many parameters are there. So many terms are there. So we eliminating all those terms and bringing back to only alpha 1 and V1. That is our intention to derive in this equation also, in this derivation also. In the earlier derivation also, we did the same thing. We reduced all the term and we brought only, you check out, work done also is in terms of alpha 1 and V1. Efficiency is also in terms of alpha and V1. And other one is also in terms of, that is maximum blade efficiency was also in terms of alpha 1. Correct? Now also we will do the same procedure. But the number of stages more here. Earlier we are done for only one stage. Here we will get two stages. So roughly I'll tell, before going for the derivation, roughly I'll tell what is the thing. First, here also we'll do work done. First we'll do work done for the first stage, work done for the second stage. We will combine those two. Then we will get total work done. So that is the stage, that is the step what we are going to follow here. Once you get the total work done, to get a blade efficiency, we are going to divide the output by input. Output is the total work done. Input is the energy available at the inlet. The gain, that is same, half into V1 square. We will divide the total work done by half into V1 square. We will get blade efficiency. Then, to get a maximum condition or optimum blade efficiency, what is the condition? Just differentiate the blade efficiency with respect to the speed ratio and equate it to 0. We will get the optimum speed ratio value. You put that optimum speed ratio value to the blade efficiency back, then you will get maximum efficiency. Same thing we followed there also, that is in D-level turbine also. Here also I'll follow the same procedure. Anybody having doubts? Shall I project screen for explaining that? Take down the heading, derive. All of you take down the heading, derive, work done, comma, blade efficiency, comma, condition for maximum blade efficiency, and maximum blade efficiency for a multi-stage turbine. Or it is also called as Curtis turbine. Curtis. Curtis turbine. See, I'll start explaining now. If anybody having doubt in any of the stuff, you ask me to stop. I will stop and I'll explain that in detail. But understand that the procedure remains same. What we did for the single stage, for the multi-stage also, procedure is same. Just one more stage is added. That's all. That means there we ended up only with 1 and 2 terms. Here we'll end up with 3 and 4. That's all. You will see how it is. So before going for that derivation, first and foremost thing we want is assumptions. Correct? So what are the assumptions we have taken there in the single stage? U1 is equal to U2 and that is equal to U. Here what we will take, see, assumptions what I am going to take here is, so let us write down assumptions. So first one, U1 is equal to U2 is equal to U3 is equal to U4 is equal to U. That is the difference. Earlier only U1 is equal to U2 is equal to U. But now U1, U2, U3, U4 all are same as U. We are going to call it as only single U. That I already explained in the yesterday's class. So we have taken U. Then beta 1 is equal to beta 2. Beta 3 is equal to beta 4 because it is a multi-stage. And one more blade is there. These two are corresponding to moving blades. One more blade is there that is called fixed blade. What is the angle corresponding to the fixed blade? Can anyone? See, alpha 2 is equal to alpha 3. This is the angle corresponding to the fixed blade. Alpha is the angle corresponding to the fixed blade. Beta is the angle corresponding to the moving blade. There are two sets of moving blades. So I got beta 1 is equal to beta 2, beta 3 is equal to beta 4. And there is only one set of fixed blade that is called alpha 1 is equal to alpha 3 that I have taken. Is equal to equiangular blades. Then fourth one, there is no friction in all the blades. That means why I included the term all the blades, can anyone tell? How many blades are there? Well, yesterday we have shown, no? How many blades I have shown? I have shown 3 blades. One is moving blade, fixed blade, again moving blade. Correct? So all the 3 blades, we'll assume there is no friction. That means CB is equal to, see here, what will happen? That is CB, that is friction factor is equal to 1. That means VR2 divided by VR1 is equal to 1. This is for first stage moving blade. This you already know. That will be equal to VR4 divided by VR3. This is for second stage moving blade. And that is also equal to, again, that is one more blade we are having, that is fixed blade. For the fixed blade, we are supposed to see V3 by V2. So this is very, very important assumptions what we are taking. Now what I'll do, I will go for drawing the velocity triangle. What is that line called? See, yesterday we did this, so I'm moving a little bit fast. I'll explain this. Expert I already done. If anybody wants explanation further, ask me to stop. I'll stop this. That is called U. This is VU2, VU1. So this is similar to the first stage. This triangle, what I have drawn now, it is almost similar to the first stage. Now I'll go for the second stage, taking U as common. So this is VU1. That is VU1, not VU2. Whatever right now I have written, it is VU1.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, are you presenting anything?
Yeah. It is not. Cannot see that.
No, sir. No, sir.
It's visible, sir. It's visible.
No. Others, can you see the screen?
Sir, visible, sir.
Yes, sir. Sodik rejoin.
Okay.
Yeah. Those who are not able to see, just you rejoin it. You log out and then log in. Just a minute. Anybody is trying to join by... Okay. See, you feel free to stop me anywhere at any point of time so that I'll explain the concept. Till here, is there any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So now I'll go for the second stage. So what is the name of that line? That will be, this is similar to the first stage, but in the first stage we will use V1 and V2. Here means corresponding to 1 and 2. Here we'll use 3 and 4. That's all. Just I'll increase the speed of this. V3, VR3, VA3, alpha 3, beta 3. Beta 4, VR4, V4, VA4, that is. Okay. Any doubts? Now, in the first stage also I have taken these two. The distance between those two I have taken as the distance between those two, the red color, whatever the line I have drawn now, is taken as x1. If you want, you can check out the D-level turbine derivation. There also you can see the same thing. x1, I retained the same thing. Then the remaining distance is called as x2. Similarly, x1 and x2 is for the first stage. Similarly, x3 and x4 is for second stage. See, the distance between is x3, that is x4. Okay. Now what I will do, in the D level also we did the same thing. After drawing the velocity triangle, some parameters we have taken. That is, from the velocity triangle only, we have taken some formulas. Check out here. What are all the formulas you're supposed to concentrate for multi-stage? From velocity triangle, see, all of you follow along with this. If you ask me to stop, I'll stop. No issue. You have to copy this. You try by yourself. You can derive. I know. From the velocity triangle, just I'll move fast. Once it is done, I'll explain. See, VU1 plus VU2 is equal to what? X1 plus X2. VU1 plus VU2 is nothing but X1 plus X2. Next, X1 is equal to, the length of X1 is equal to VU1 minus U. And VU1 is V1 cos alpha 1. VU2 is V2 cos alpha 2. X1 is equal to VR1 cos beta 1. X2 is equal to VR2 cos beta 2. Similarly for second stage also, we are supposed to write down. I'll stop now, just you check out. What are all the notations I take? What are all the things I taken from the velocity triangle? Just 2 minutes, I'll give time. If anybody having doubts, you ask me. See why I am doing this. I am following the same procedure what I followed in the D-level turbine. So you should not get confused. So I am using the same notations as well as same procedure to derive the equation. Similarly, from second stage velocity triangle is there. Now there you take down one more thing. One more thing you take down that I have not written there. You just take that. One more thing you take, that is VU2 is equal to CB, open the bracket, VU2 is equal to CB, open the bracket, V1 cos alpha 1 minus U, V1 cos alpha 1 minus U, close the bracket, minus of U. VU2 is equal to CB, open the bracket, V1 cos alpha 1 minus U, close the bracket, minus U. Have you taken? Hello? See, what is our intention? Our entire intention of ours is to convert everything in terms of V1 and alpha 1 only. So that is the reason why we are deriving in this procedure. Next, we will go for work done. Let's have a look at it. Work done, or it is also called as, what is the other name for work done? It is also called as Euler's turbine equation. This equation I have not derived. I told you to remember. This will come in the second module. I will do that later. Just to remember this equation. What is Euler's turbine equation? Euler's turbine equation, that is equal to small e or small w. It is nothing but work done. Small e or small w. That is equal to just a minute. That is equal to written here. E is equal to W is equal to U1 VU1 plus U2 VU2 plus U3 VU3 plus U4 VU4. We know that U1 is equal to U2 is equal to U3 is equal to U4 is equal to U. Therefore, correct? Anybody having doubt in that? In the last step?
Oh, sir.
Because U is common, I taken U common. And if I multiply only U into VU1 plus VU2, it will become single stage. If I multiply with VU3 plus VU4, then it will become multi-stage. So I taken in this equation. That let us take that as equation number 1. Next. So VU1 plus VU2, first we will do for first stage. U into VU1 plus VU2 is equal to work done from the first stage, that is equal to, see VU1 plus VU2, we can rewrite as x1 plus x2. So work done from the first stage is equal to, this is same derivation, what we did for the single stage, same thing, same steps. So I'll move a little bit fast. VR1 cos beta 1 plus VR2 cos beta 2. Take out VR1 cos beta 1 outside. Then it will be VR2 1 by VR2 cos beta 1. What is VR2 by VR1? CB. So I'll write CBU. This one also we did. VR1 cos beta 1 is equal to VU1 minus U.
Sir, can you go back to the previous page?
Previous page. Yeah, that's what I told you to copy because, okay, I'll go back. Yeah, this one, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you copy this. This is very, very important because again and again, I cannot turn back the page and I can show this, no, from the triangle. Here only, if you're having any doubts, you ask me. VU1 plus VU2. See here, VU1 plus VU2. This is VU1, not VU2. VU1 plus VU2 can be written as x1 plus x2. X1 can be written as VU1 minus U, VU1 minus U. And VU1 is V1 cos alpha 1. Everything I have taken from the triangle only. You check out here. If there is any issue, you ask me. So in the next further steps, what I will do is just I'll copy these values. VU1 wherever comes, I'll write V1 cos alpha 1 like that. I will share this PDF also. After this class, I will share the PDF of the same sheet. PDF of the sheet, all the 4 sheets, derivation. You can eliminate the steps. Here I have explained in detail. You can skip some of the steps to attain the final answer, no issue. So once it is done, please let me know. I'll go for the next page.
So can you tell that sentence which we had to write
Which one?
for the velocity triangle?
We're here, from the second stage velocity triangle.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, second stage velocity triangle, one equation to be written that I forgot to write there. Just you take down. VU2 is equal to CB multiplied by, means bracket, open the bracket, CB, open the bracket, V1 cos alpha 1 minus U. V1 cos alpha 1 minus U, close the bracket, minus U. Minus U. Minus U. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So those are, if you remember these steps, this F and G, that is one more I given, no, G. This G point, if you remember, you can, and if you know the procedure to derive, you can no need to remember the derivation at all. This is also no need to remember, just you should know what I should take out from the figure. That's all. If you know that, I hope you can take this right hand side, all the equation you can write by yourself. Only you should know left hand side one. What I supposed to write down here. If you know that, these derivations are very, very simple. Okay, I'll go for the second sheet. Just a minute, I was there in the work done, no? And all of you uploading the quiz, no? I have not seen, I have not checked because I am on leave. I could not able to check.
Yes, sir, uploading.
Okay. And those who are under my PBL proctorship, PBL project group, under my guidance, you have to submit the PBL synopsis by today, end of the day, to me as well as for the coordinator, that is Nandini madam.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So remember the PBL under my guidance, you have to submit the synopsis. For all of you, I'm telling, whoever may be the guide, no issue. You have to submit your PBL reports to your respective guide as well as the coordinator by today, or else you lose the marks. You lose the marks for the subject that you all know already. In the last semesters, few of them are not submitted. They straight away they got 0 marks out of 30, correct, for the internals. So give the synopsis for your respective guide as well as for the coordinator. Okay. Till now, is there any doubt? Work done for the first stage. Here, what I did, I taken beta 1 is equal to beta 2 because of equiangular blades. If I take that, then it will become 1 plus CB. This is work done for the first stage. If anybody having doubt, I'll explain, or else I'll proceed for the second stage. Yes. Okay. I hope there is no issue or no doubt. I'll go for the second stage. Yeah. Work done for the second stage. Similarly, we'll do work done for the second stage. That is U is into VU3 plus VU4. Second stage U into VU3 plus VU4. So if we expand U into VU3 plus VU4, what we will get? So no need to derive that again. Just you can rewrite U V3 instead of V1 we'll get V3. V3 cos alpha 3 minus of U square, that I have taken from above equation, that is worked done from single stage. Same thing I rewritten, but in terms of wherever 1 is there, I taken 3. 1 plus CB. This is work done for second stage. Okay. So whether this is our intention, whether work done should be obtained in V3 and alpha 3? No. We want in terms of V1 and alpha 1. Second stage also, we want in terms of V1 and alpha 1. We will convert that. How to convert? Here is the procedure. How to convert that V3 alpha 3 to V1 alpha 1. You see. Just to convert V3 and alpha 3. To express V3 and alpha 3 in terms of V1 and alpha 1, what is the procedure? So all of you can catch up with the speed now. Work done with the second stage is equal to U into how we got this step, we will see that further. See, instead of V3, I have written other way. That is CB into V2 cos alpha 1 because of this. We know that. CB is equal to V3 by V2. So instead of V3, I written in terms of CB and V2. So slowly we converted from third to second stage. So sorry, V3 to V2 and alpha 3 to alpha 2. So now we'll convert to V1 and alpha 1. We'll see how to convert it. Just I'll write this and I'll stop. Okay. See now, the same step, above step, I rewritten like this. V2 cos alpha 2 is equal to VU2. That I already shown in first page. What is VU2? V2 cos alpha 2. We have converted that. Next. Yeah, see here. This was the step I told you to remember, write down. Because I have not written in the sheet. I told you to copy, no, VU2. In place of VU2, we can write like this. CB, open the bracket, V1 cos alpha 1 minus U minus of U. This term indicates VU2. I forgot to write that earlier. So see now, here I converted V3 to V2, alpha 3 to alpha 2, V2 to V1, I converted. Then I'll reduce the CB. So many times the CB is there, I'll reduce further by simplifying. Yeah, just I'll give some time, just go through how we did this. Just I taken U and CB inside. See what we did now? We have converted the entire work done in terms of what? We have converted the work done in second stage also in terms of V1 and alpha 1. But so many CBs are there, we will reduce that CB further by adding the first stage and second stage. So let us take this as work done by first stage, work done by second stage. If I add up those two, then we'll get some common terms we'll take out and we'll simplify further. Any doubts? Hello?
No, sir.
Shall I proceed?
Oh, 1 minute.
Yeah, here you can eliminate some steps here. Means after this you no need to elaborate. Just I multiplied U and CB inside and I included more step. You can in exam you can skip this step. Directly you can go for this. If you are capable enough to skip this step and do the next step, no issue. That's what I told. Here I done the derivation in a simplified manner. You can skip the steps and you can get the answer. So once it is done, please let me know. See, even though this look like very big derivation, it is very simple. You can skip many steps in between. Just I expanded each and every steps. Now we did separately work done for first stage, work done for second stage. We want total work done. So combine those two and simplify. That simplification you will be knowing. If you know first stage and second stage work done, you can simplify the second stage. Now we can simplify and get the total work done. That we will show you. I will show you how to do that. I hope you have completed. Shall I move?
Yes, sir.
Next. After that, we will go for total work done. That is W first stage, W second stage. Work done W stage I have written. Same thing I have rewritten now. And also second stage. Just combine those two. Simplifying. Will you simplify this by yourself? Okay, I'll give a pause for each and every step. Check out how I simplified. So what we did, 1 by 1 plus CB I taken outside, remaining I retained as it is. This simplified step, these are all you can simplify. Here I included one more term. What is that? Where CB dash is equal to 1 plus CB into 1 plus CB square. CB double dash is equal to 1 plus CB plus. Okay. Check out. If they were having any doubt, you ask me. This is work done. Work done, we are not included the assumption yet. Because while deriving a work done, we will not put deriving assumptions. While deriving maximum efficiency, then we will come to picture that then the picture will come that is CB is equal to 1. But here we will not include CB is equal to 1 because we don't know. Just he asked you to derive the work done, so you can derive like this. If he asks to derive the work done by including there is no friction, then straight away you can use the CB as 1, CB square as 1. That means 1 plus 1 again 1 plus 1 that will be 2. CB dash will be 2. In place of CB dash, you put 2. And in place CB double dash, this will be 2. Sorry, 2. It will be 4. No, CB dash is equal to 4. And CB double dash will be equal to 8. If he asks you to put CB is equal to 1, means that means there is no friction. And if he asks you to derive work done, you can do like that. But here, he has not told anything. Whether CB is 1 or not, we don't know. So we have retained as it is. CB as it is, so that we got CB dash and CB double dash. Okay, I'll proceed. Next heading is blade efficiency. Blade efficiency, or it is also called as diagram efficiency. What is the formula for blade efficiency or diagram efficiency? That is output by input. So output from the Curtis turbine is total work done. Input is energy available. That is half into V1 square. EA, energy available at the inlet. So total work done we got now, write this now. CB dash U V1 cos alpha 1 minus CB double dash U square is the work done total divided by energy available at the inlet is half into V1 square. There also we did the same thing. Then simplify further. We'll include one more term here called speed ratio that already done in the single stage. What do you mean by speed ratio? We know that speed ratio is equal to U by V1, and we have solved few problems also on this. U by V1 I have included term called speed ratio. This is called blade efficiency without considering the friction. That means without considering there is no friction, means assuming that there is a friction inside the blade, we got this. If we assume that there is no friction, then the CB term will cancel off, will go off, and something will come here. We'll see that what will come. That we are going to do only for the maximum efficiency. Copy this fast. Once it is done, where is Chinmay? She is there. Chinmay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. No reply, no, from last 2 classes. Because earlier you used to give the answers.
Taking down the.
Speaker is not working. Okay, copy this. The same thing 2 I taken here, and the U by V1 is equal to speed ratio. If anything is missed in any of the step, please let me know. So here also you can eliminate this step, second step of efficiency. Directly from the first step, you can go for this. Because you know, simply I increase one more step by just by moving to here, even numerator. Harish, Rishi. He is not there in the class. Princeton?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Once it is done, please let me know.
Okay, sir.
So even I'll tell so my mic lag.
Okay. I hope all of you can hear me. I'll give the permission for typing your USA number. So now time is 12:30. By sharp 12:40, I'll lock this. Okay. So all of you type your USA number. Don't leave the class. Type your USA number fast. By 12:40, I'll close this permission to type your USA number. After on, don't tell there was no network and all. So meanwhile, you copy this. 12:40, I'll end up the permission to write up the USA number. I hope you have copied this. I'll go for the next page. That is to get the maximum. Yeah. Just a minute. So now we'll go for obtaining the steps to the next step is to find out the condition for maximum efficiency, that is optimum speed ratio. What we did, just differentiating the blades efficiency with respect to equating it to 0. Just I'll give time. Now I am using CB is equal to 1 because maximum we are finding here. Copy this. See here I included CB is equal to 1. I got this formula. Not this, I think. You simplify. Let me check whether this is correct or not. In the previous page, we have given equation for CB dash and CB double dash. If I use those two, CB dash and CB double dash, whether optimal speed ratio is correct? I want you to tell the answer. Whether this optimum speed ratio is correct. If I assume CB is equal to 1, In the previous page, I have shown you the equation for CB dash and CB double dash. If I use in that equation CB is equal to 1, whether this optimum speed ratio formula, the value is correct or wrong. I want answers from, I'll project that page also to just to copy what is the formula for CB dash and CB double dash. Yeah, here you can see CB dash is equal to 1 plus CB into 1 plus CB square, and CB double dash is 1 plus CB multiplied with 2 plus CB square. If you want to go for maximum condition, I will assume there is no friction in all the blades, so that CB will become 1. Here also it will become 1. Here also it will become 1. 1, 1, 1. Simplify. Tell me the value of CB dash and CB double dash. If you put that value, then what will happen for the optimum speed ratio that I want? All of you copy this. I hope you have copied. I'll go for the 4th page. I want you to tell this. What is maximum or optimum speed ratio? Whether the equation what I written is correct or wrong. Intentionally, I done some mistakes there. You tell what mistakes I done. I want you to tell whether the answer is correct or not by deriving and simplifying by yourself. I don't know whether I done correct or not. You should tell me. Satrika is there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me the answer. Whether this whatever I have shown now, it is correct or wrong. This optimum speed ratio. Intentionally, I done some mistake, I guess. You tell me whether it is correct or not. If there is no friction, then CB will be 1. If I use CB is equal to 1, then what will happen? CB dash. What will happen for CB double dash? Fast.
So it will be cos alpha 1 by 4.
Very good. It should be cos alpha 1 by 4. I will do that correct. I will correct it later. Just for your understanding, I left it as cos alpha 1 by 2, but it is not true. It should be cos alpha 1 by 4. All of you remember, this should be cos alpha 1 by 4. Cos alpha 1 by 4, because CB dash will be equal to 4 and CB double dash will be equal to 8. CB dash is equal to 4, CB double dash is equal to 8. Therefore, it will be cos alpha 1 by 4. Intentionally, I left it as 2 for a few minutes. Then I changed it to 4. I'll show you that. That also I'll show you. Maximum blade efficiency, use optimum value in blade efficiency, that is CB is equal to 1. If CB is equal to 1, then what will happen? CB dash will be equal to 4. CB double dash will be equal to 8. So if I use this dash, CB dash and CB double dash, it will become 4 and 8. If I put back here, then what will happen? I'll change now. You can see that. It has been updated. I'll show you. Yeah, can you see here? I updated it. After getting this, I updated back cos alpha 1 by 4. All of you take this cos alpha 1 by 4, where CB dash is equal to 4, CB double dash is 8. See, take down up to here. So the maximum blade efficiency for a Curtiss turbine is cos square alpha 1. You simplify and tell me the answer whether it is correct or wrong. See, in this, again, you can eliminate this step. This entire CB dash and CB double dash you can eliminate. Just you can write down, therefore, CB dash is equal to 4, CB double dash is equal to 8 and put here. So that what I mean to say is, you can skip many steps in this and you can derive. But finally, we want blade efficiency maximum is cos square alpha 1. Once it is done, let me know. All of you type your USN number. And then those who are, all the students has to submit your PBL synopsis to your respective guides as well as coordinator by today, whatever the time they told. Or else you will lose the internal marks. So you don't lose the internal marks because I think probably first internals will be online only. Even though if you done good there, finally internal marks will be less because of this PBL. So don't lose the marks because of the PBL. See, last 2 minutes, all of you please write your USN number in chat box. If anybody having doubts regarding the maximum blade efficiency for Curtis turbine, ask me. I'll explain. This is cos square alpha 1. And today I will upload this PDF file of derivation of Curtis turbine in the class group. Just now, whatever I displayed here, I'll upload it in the Google Classroom. You can go through that also. Okay. Shall I close this sheet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, now today's quiz. What is today's quiz? I'll tell now. You just first write down in a separate sheet what is the quiz, today's quiz. I'll tell. Only that answer you write down in a separate sheet. Write your USN number, then name, signature. Listen carefully. What is the today's quiz? Today's quiz is this. Here, the VU2. We written VU2 in terms of this. No, what is the VU2 we written? VU2 is equal to CB V1 cos alpha 1 minus U minus of U. I want you to tell how we got this simplified step of VU2 from this figure. Yeah, from this figure, VU2, we are written in other way, like this. Like this I written. Just I want you to simplify this and bring back to VU2. This VU2 is equal to CB into V1 cos alpha 1 minus U, again minus of U. How we got this? I want you to write down step by step. I think probably it will not become more than 5 lines. Understood what I'm expecting? Hello?
So once again, VU2, how we got over here?
Yeah. I told VU2 is equal to CB multiplied with V1 cos alpha 1 minus U minus of U, correct? How we got this? How we got this VU2? Just instead of VU2, why we are writing this? Means how we got this? I want that step. See here, I'll tell one more way. See, V2 cos alpha 2 is equal to VU2, correct? I written like this. Why? Based on what? Based on this. We know that CB is equal to V3 by V2 and alpha 3 and V2 cos alpha 2 is equal to VU2. So I written like this. Similarly, I want how you written VU2 in terms of CB V1 cos alpha 1 minus U into U. Just simplified step. Okay. I hope you understood what I'm telling.
Yes.
That you try in the reverse way so that you can understand how to do that. Write down in a separate sheet, upload it in the Google Classroom. Is it clear? So I'll leave the class now. You can also leave. I'll stop recording. You go for the quiz. Complete the quiz by 1 o'clock. Complete the quiz by 1 o'clock. Okay. I'll stop the recording now.